Ever wished you could write just like a single line of text and have your computer like write a poem,
Right.
analyze a stock portfolio,
Yeah.
or even design a lesson plan for you?
Sounds pretty far out there.
It's kind of wild, actually.
Yeah.
It's not as far-fetched as you might think.
Really?
We're diving into the world of prompt engineering today.
Okay.
Basically, how to write instructions that make AI tick.
Uh-huh.
To guide us through this fascinating world, we're drawing insights from Alison's free online course,
Okay.
Prompt Engineering for AI Applications.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah, it's a fantastic resource, and it actually describes these prompts as magic spells
Interesting.
that shape AI's actions.
I like that.
It's cool, right? Because with the right prompt, you really can unlock some seemingly magical results.
That's so true.
It's true.
It's not about like the coding or the complex algorithms or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's about understanding how to communicate your goals in a way that AI can understand.
Right.
So imagine you're trying to get like a very literal friend to understand
Oh, yeah.
exactly what you need.
We've all been there.
You'd need to be incredibly precise
For sure.
with your instructions, right?
Totally.
Prompt engineering is about crafting those hyper-specific instructions, those
Yeah.
prompts,
Yeah.
to guide AI toward a desired outcome.
So why should you, the listener, care about this?
Yeah, why?
Well, whether you're prepping for like a big meeting
Okay.
or trying to catch up on a new field
Uh-huh.
or just curious about AI,
Sure.
this is quickly becoming
Like a must-have.
a must-have skill.
Yeah, I can see that.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to analyze a mountain of data
Oh, wow.
for your upcoming presentation
Yeah.
with a single, well-crafted prompt.
That would be amazing.
Right.
And, you know, this isn't just for, like, tech wizards or anything.
Right.
The ability to speak AI is becoming increasingly valuable across all sorts of fields.
That's true.
I mean, you don't need to be a mechanic to know how to drive a car, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Now, the course dives into some fascinating concepts.
Okay.
Language models,
Uh-huh.
transformers,
Right?
things that might sound a bit intimidating at first,
Yeah, they sound a little like a mouthful.
but they're really just fancy names for the tools AI uses behind the scenes.
Okay.
So you send your prompt out into the world. And these powerful language models, imagine them as like super efficient librarians.
Okay, like they can pull anything.
Yes.
Okay.
They sift through mountains of data to find the information or generate the result you're looking for.
So we write the spell, and the AI librarian goes and finds the magic for us.
You could say that.
I like it.
It's about leveraging these incredible systems to unlock insights and capabilities that wouldn't be possible otherwise.
And the applications are just, they're endless, it seems like.
It seems like it.
The course specifically mentions finance, healthcare education,
Sure.
but it really could be applied to any field where information processing or creative generation is involved.
Okay, so let's make this even more tangible for our listeners.
Okay, how so?
Can you paint us a picture of how this might work in a real-world scenario?
Yeah, okay, let me see. Okay, imagine you are a teacher and you're trying to explain a complex scientific concept to your students.
All right.
Instead of spending hours creating a lesson plan from scratch,
Right.
you could use prompt engineering to have AI develop interactive exercises,
Wow.
tailor content to different learning styles,
Oh, wow.
or even generate thought-provoking discussion questions.
So it takes the burden off of having to be creative and engaging
Yeah.
on top of everything else.
In a sense, yeah.
Wow.
It's about working with AI as a partner to achieve better outcomes.
Right.
Whether you're a teacher, a marketer, or even just trying to manage your own personal tasks more efficiently.
That's incredible.
It is pretty amazing.
And all of this starts with crafting the right prompts.
Right.
Now, you mentioned that Alison's course is free, which is fantastic.
It's a great resource.
Well, it is a great resource, but what's the catch? Are they trying to sell something on the back end?
Not that I've seen.
Really?
It seems like they genuinely want to make this information accessible to everyone.
Okay.
No hidden fees, no upsells,
That's awesome.
just pure valuable knowledge.
I love that knowledge for everyone.
Yeah, yes,
Now, we've covered a lot of ground here,
we have.
but before we go any further, I want to pause and ask you, our listener, a question.
Okay, what's up?
What's sparking your curiosity right now? What's one thing you'd love to be able to do with a simple prompt?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind as we continue our deep dive. So we've established that prompt engineering is powerful and versatile,
It is.
and thankfully accessible.
Yeah.
Thanks to resources like Alison's course. But let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Is it really as simple as it sounds?
That's the question, isn't it?
Right.
Everyone wants to know.
Can we just start typing commands into our computers and expect, like, Shakespearean sonnets to magically appear?
Oh, man, that would be nice, but
Right.
if only it were that easy.
Right.
There's definitely an art to crafting these effective prompts.
Okay.
It's like learning a new language.
Okay.
You need to understand the grammar, the nuances, even the cultural context to truly communicate effectively.
So there's more to it than just stringing together a few keywords.
Exactly.
Interesting.
It's about understanding the AI's capabilities and limitations,
Okay.
and then framing your request in a way that elicits the most accurate and helpful response.
So it's a partnership,
Yeah.
not just dictation. Okay.
Think of yourself as like a conductor leading an orchestra.
Okay.
You have incredible musicians at your disposal, but they need your guidance, your vision to create something truly harmonious.
I love that analogy.
It's beautiful.
It's about orchestrating information and creativity.
Yes.
Not just barking orders.
Exactly. And just like any skill practice makes perfect.
Right.
The more you experiment with different prompts, the better you become at understanding what works and what doesn't.
Which is why having access to resources like Alison's course is so valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like having a prompt engineering playground at your fingertips.
A safe space to experiment.
Yes, exactly.
That's a good way to put it.
Now, I'm curious, as we delve deeper into this world of AI-powered possibilities,
Yeah.
it begs the question,
What's that?
what are the boundaries? What are some things that, even with the most cleverly crafted prompts, AI might not be able to achieve?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's one that researchers and developers are constantly grappling with.
Bet.
While AI can do some truly amazing things, it's important to remember that it's still in its infancy.
Okay.
There are certain human qualities.
Like what?
Intuition, empathy, common sense. Those are incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to replicate in a machine.
So it's not about replacing humans,
No.
but rather augmenting our abilities, expanding our horizons.
Think of it as a collaboration, not a competition.
I like that.
Yeah, we bring our unique human strengths to the table.
Right.
And AI brings its processing power and vast knowledge base.
Which circles back to why prompt engineering is so crucial.
It all comes together. It's the bridge between human intention and AI capability.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It really is.
It's funny, we started by talking about, like, magic spells and superpowers.
Right, like it's this far off thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But the more we explore prompt engineering, the more it feels like a fundamental communication skill
Totally.
for the future.
It's true, just like we learn to write clear emails, deliver compelling presentations, navigate social media. We'll need to master the art of crafting in these effective prompts to thrive in an increasingly AI-driven world.
So it's not just about talking to computers. It's about understanding the language of the future.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe one day knowing how to write a killer prompt will be just as valuable as knowing how to write like a killer resume.
Now that's a thought. Imagine a world where your ability to communicate with AI could open doors to new opportunities and career paths.
Well, and it's already starting to happen.
Really?
We're seeing job titles like prompt engineer
Wow.
and AI whisperer popping up more and more.
Okay, that's officially blown my mind.
It's wild.
We've gone from magic spells to legitimate career paths in just one episode.
I know, right?
But let's bring this back down to earth for a moment.
Okay.
For our listener who's maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed by all this talk of the future,
Yeah.
what's one tangible takeaway they can walk away with today? I think the biggest takeaway here is that you don't need to be like a tech expert
Right.
to start exploring the world of prompt engineering.
Totally. It's all about approaching AI with a sense of curiosity and a willingness to experiment.
And that's where Alison's free course comes in.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a fantastic way to dip your toes into the water,
Yeah.
learn the fundamentals, and start experimenting with different prompts.
Yeah, just play around with it.
Yeah.
It's a safe space to learn.
Exactly. And who knows, you might be surprised at what you're able to create,
You really might. You might even discover like a hidden talent
right?
for crafting those magic spells that unlock AI's true potential.
Now, for our listeners who are ready to take that next step,
Okay.
what's one piece of advice you would give them as they embark on their prompt engineering journey?
Oh, that's a good one. I would say don't be afraid to think outside the box.
Okay.
One of the most exciting things about this field is that it's constantly evolving.
Yeah, that's true.
What works today might not work tomorrow,
Right.
and the most groundbreaking applications are yet to be discovered.
So it's about embracing the unknown.
Yes.
Playing with the possibilities.
Totally.
And seeing where your curiosity leads you.
Exactly. It's like we've been handed a set of tools.
It's exciting.
It is very exciting.
Yeah.
That can reshape the world around us. And now it's up to us to explore, to experiment, and to see what incredible things we can build.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's an invitation to step into the future.
With a sense of wonder.
With a sense of wonder and a thirst for knowledge.
I love it.
And who knows, maybe one of our listeners will be the one to discover the next big breakthrough in AI, all because they dare to ask the right question to craft the perfect prompt to unlock a new realm of possibilities.
That would be amazing.
And it all circles back to that simple act of communication.
It always does.
It really does.
Yeah.
Whether you're writing an email, giving a presentation, or crafting a prompt for AI, it's about conveying your message clearly, concisely, and with a touch of creativity.
It's about harnessing the power of language to shape the world around us. And that's a skill that will never go out of style.
Well said.
Yeah.
On that note, it's time for us to wrap up this deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground, explored some fascinating concepts, and hopefully sparked some new ideas for our listeners.
It's been a pleasure joining you on this journey.
The pleasure was all ours. To our listeners, remember, the world of AI is vast and ever-changing. But with a little curiosity and a well-crafted prompt, you might be surprised at what you can achieve. Until next time, keep those minds curious, keep exploring, and keep prompting.